Beneath his stormy surface flowed the warm tide of compassion and kindness.
HVL.
Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Oh, Miss Lucy dead and gone, left me here to weep and moan.
Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome into the Season 2 finale of What in the HVL? It's postseason award time, our opportunity to highlight some incredible performances this season and some amazing players that we saw on the field in 2025. Hopefully you don't need an introduction here, but if you do, I'm Adam Peterson. I'll be taking you through this entire episode, and I appreciate the heck out of you for tuning in, and especially all of you that have tuned in the last 11 weeks, 11 episodes for season number 2. Also, big thank you to all those people out there that helped get me information, photos, the videos for the end of the year video, just the support that all of you have sent my way, maybe talk to me at games. Appreciate that. Speaking of help, right out of the gate, I want to thank some people that have been instrumental this season helping to put this show together. Many of them have actually helped out the last 2 seasons, so I appreciate the loyalty to the show, just putting up with me for 2 full years. Thank you so much. I may be the guy in front of the camera, but there are plenty of people working behind the scenes to keep this train on the tracks. Speaking of with teammates, I'll call them, because all the support that they give me. You know, a lot of these people have helped get me stats, you know, with Game Changer, photos from the games, information on players, not only throughout this season, but specifically for this final episode where we really try to shine a spotlight on some amazing performances throughout the year. I do want to say that I appreciate the trust a few of the coaches for our conference, and especially some of those coaches that are in the same section that they placed in me, sending me the stats for their team. I can promise that I kept my word to each of them and did not share those with any Stewartville staff or team members. Getting them to me earlier allowed me to dive further in depth to each of the players that we're going to talk about today. And I did want to say thank you for sending that information and trusting me with that information, especially during such a competitive time of the year. Speaking of with teammates, people that have helped me out through this season, especially for this final episode, Byron, Coach Harmon has been fantastic. Justin, Becky Mathry sending me box scores or photos. That's been huge for the Bears. Cannon Falls, Coach Templin, and then the Cannon Falls Bombers softball YouTube page. You'll see I pulled some clips off of that, so thank you to the people that are in charge of that. Goodhue, Coach Scott Christensen, one of my favorite guys. You text, I bother him all the time. Tom Voth sending the best pictures in Goodhue for the last 2 years, so thank you to Tom Voth for that. Kasson-Mantorville Coach Mann has been great in sending me information on the players' stats. Corey Hyatt's been great taking over for Angie Richards last year with the Kasson-Mantorville Booster Club. And then Michelle Peterson gets all the credit for the Kasson-Mantorville photos that you see in all the episodes previously, and especially the ones today. Lake City Coach Niehoff, new this year, way big upgrade in terms of the amount of communication, the amount of help that I got for the Lake City softball program. So I did want to say thanks to Rena for that. Pine Island, obviously, Coach Kim Jones has been a steady presence for the Panthers, not only in their program, but helping what in the HVL community. Stewartville, Coach Peterson gives me access to the Game Changer stats and box scores and all of that, as well as information. And then Missy Clark, who I think is the best photographer in all of Tiger Nation. The photos she takes, just incredible. So big thank you to all those people that have helped send stuff my way and allowed us to shine that spotlight on the incredible athletes that we have in the HVL community. So let's get to the final episode. I think this is the one you've probably been waiting for, right? Just like nighttime in the Milky Way galaxy, the stars are coming out for episode number 11, as this is where, wait for it, We select our all won the HVL team, a few players from each team that we can recognize. In terms of tiers, we've already started to see the awards come out. All probably goes, all conference, and then maybe all state, and then all American, and then all with, baby. This is the top of the line, the top tier. Can't wait to talk about it. What a huge honor it would be to be on this team, and we're going to find out who's going to be on this team. Oh, Kaylee, watch it. Oh, she can't wait to see what's happening. She's closely monitoring to see which players take home this prestigious honor. And she put up a heck of a season, let me tell you. So maybe, I don't know, maybe she sees herself at some point. I don't know. We'll run it down in alphabetical order for teams because if I'm being honest, it's the easiest way for me to put it all together, so I hope you're okay with that. Remember, I am using regular season stats so that I had a chance over the last 2 weeks to put this all together. Hopefully, after you watch this episode, you see how much time and effort goes into it. It took a lot of time, and so I did pull regular season stats. I think a couple I was able to quick pull in final year end, but most of these are all regular season stats, not waiting for the section results to come through. So, like the Black Eyed Peas said, let's get it started, baby. Let's get it started. First up, out of the Bears Den in Byron, it is the 2025 co-conference champions for the Hiawatha Valley League, led by Coach Harmon. Byron finished 7-1 in the HVL, 13-6 overall, and we can now officially say the 2025 Section 1 3A champions headed to state for the first time in program history. Big congratulations to the squad. Best of luck from What in the HVL this week. I think we all need to be a little team HVL this week when they go to state, represent our conference the best they can. So best of luck to them. So I guess I said it's postseason award time. Not postseason yet for these ladies. We need to hand out awards nonetheless, though, so hopefully they're okay with it. The first player that we're going to talk about for Byron, the junior lefty who not only throws gas on the mound, but her bat was explosive this season. It is Tally Behrens. She hit .492 batting average, which was good for second on the team. Number one in on-base percentage for the Bears, .565. Also slugging percentage, .1085. She was 29 of 59 this year, 5 doubles, 3 triples, both number 2 on the team, 8 home runs, which was number 1 on the team, 21 RBIs, 20 runs scored. She was a perfect 7 for 7 on stolen bases. On the mound, 72 innings pitched, 8-3 was her record, 90 strikeouts, 1.95 ERA, 0.98 whip, a measly 171 batting average against. Just amazing season for Tally Behrens. Next up, one of the biggest athletic freaks in southeastern Minnesota, a potential D1 volleyball player that is just as good at the sport of softball, and call her what you want. All Day K, call her first stud, bad cadence first stat, but now you can call her a 2025 all-with player, baby. One of the hottest bats in the entire conference. Hit over 500 as a sophomore this season. In terms of her stats, 508 batting average, 537 on-base percentage, 770 slugging. She was 31 for 61 this season, 6 doubles, 5 triples, led the team in both categories, 21 RBIs. That tied Behrens for the team lead. 22 runs scored. That led the Bears. 9 for 9 on stolen bases, fielding .933 fielding percentage in 60 total chances, and one broken heart as she stole a hit from my daughter on an incredible backhand play. I still don't forgive you, Cadence, even though we love you. I still don't forgive you. That made me cry. Anyway, Caden's first hit, unbelievable. In the field, on the base paths, and especially hitting, she is fantastic. One of the big reasons there's been so much success there in Byron, especially through that heart of the order 3, 4, 5. How about this? Crew's favorite bear, baby. We've said it time and time again. It's Caden's first ad. It's not Teddy. It's Cadence. Cadence. Speaking of which, last couple episodes ago, I think it was, I got sent a video where Crew said we weren't buddies. We were. I'll let you watch it. Watch it right here.
Crew Edna.
What?
Who are we watching?
Adam.
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 Yeah, is that your buddy Adam?
No.
No.
Crew, how are we not best buddies? Huh? I thought we were best buds. We each wear Yankees hats together. We both like Caden's first dad. I mean, come on. What's going on? Anyway, I have to say, in that video, hopefully I get invited to one of those Blackstone breakfasts that Sean was putting on there. But Alicia's cinnamon rolls might be not a bad consolation prize, right? But With appreciates the heck out of Team Cadence over there for all the support these last 2 seasons. It's been fun to watch her. Next up, I know people aren't allowed to have favorites, coaches, teachers, administrators. They can't have favorites in schools. Can't have favorites. Lucky for me, I am none of those, no official capacity with any school, so I can have favorites, and this is one of them. For a girl with the best name in all of softball, she's also one of the kindest hearts you'll ever come across, and all that goes with her being an absolute stud on the softball field. You know who I'm talking about, my friend Max Steele, baby. She hit .339 this year, top 3 for batting average, 21 to 62, 1 double, 2 triples, 19 RBIs, 10 runs scored on the mound, 34 innings pitched, 2 wins, 43 strikeouts, 2.29 ERA, 131 whip, a 224 batting average against fielding, 918 solid at second base, 49 total chances. Unbelievable year for Max Steele. Next up, the last player on the list, I thought I was actually confused when I saw her go up to the plate for the first time against Stewartville, but she put the work in, switching from right side power to left side slapper, and that is Hattie Mathry. The switch seemed to pay off as she had a .509 on base percentage, was able to draw a team leading 14 walks, hit .333 on the season, 13 hits, all singles, 8 RBIs, 12 runs scored, 3 for 3 in stolen bases. Again, good luck to Byron this week in state. It's been a fantastic ride for them so far. Next up, Cannon Falls. The Bombers had a new head man in charge in Adam Templin. He did an incredible job for the team as they tied with Stewartville as runner-up in the HVL with a record of 6-2 in conference, 17 wins overall. What a heartbreaking end to the season for the Bombers. They were up 4-0 going into the 5th inning against Chatfield, lost by 1, and then a 1-0 heartbreaker against Cotter. Just tear my heart out and throw it on the ground. Why don't you? I knew they were going to be good, and they weren't just good, they were great. This team has a nice mix, young superstars with proven upperclassmen, good pitching, incredible catcher, dangerous batting lineup, just a great recipe for Chef Templin over there in Cannon Falls. The first player out of Cannon Falls is one of my favorite softball players to watch that doesn't live in my house. Offense, defense, intangibles. She is the total package. She is a machine. She is Maya Mengi, the superstar catcher and leader of the bomb squad, hitting absolute tanks. Talk about a 5-tool player. This girl is it. A .480 batting average, 618 on base percentage, 740 slugging, 24 hits, 4 doubles, 3 home runs, 11 RBIs, 20 runs scored, 16 walks, many of those intentional, 2 hit by pitch, 14 stolen bases in 15 tries, 119 innings caught. Get some ice on those knees. Hopefully she's okay. 119 innings caught, a .970 fielding percentage out of 167 total chances, 5 runners gassed this year by Mengi behind the plate. Next up, the ace for Cannon Falls. She was good last year, but even better this year on the mound. She was also a solid bat for the Bombers. You see it here, junior pitcher Allie Pagel. Coach Templin describes her as a fierce competitor, great leader, and give her credit. She had to face some of the top pitchers in the area head-to-head and gave Cannon Falls a chance to win every time out. 84 innings pitched, 11-3 record with 2 saves, 127 strikeouts, only 18 walks, 1.66 ERA, 937 whip, a 192 batting average against. At the plate, I said she was just as good. 322 batting average, 333 on base percentage, 424 slugging, 4 doubles, 12 RBIs, 3 runs scored. That is the junior Allie Pagel. Third for Cannon Falls, a girl that's overcome a great deal in her career and such a bright spot to see doing so well in 2025. It's Avery Rustad. Some believe she isn't quite 100% on that knee yet, but Avery Rustad at 80% is better than a lot of people at 100%, let me tell you. Listen to this. After 4 knee surgeries and 18 months off from the sport, 411 batting average, 424 on base percentage, 563 slugging, 23 hits, 1 double, 2 home runs, 19 RBIs, 4 runs scored. She had that huge 3-run home run in the 7th inning that got Cannon Falls the 1-run win. I think that was against Cotter, if I'm not mistaken, in the regular season. But just incredible year for Rustad. The last player to make the all-with team out of Cannon Falls, no stranger to being a top-tier athlete. No stranger. Section 1, Class A, 1A, individual tennis champion. Follow that up with an incredible junior season in softball. I'm talking about the greatest showman, Josie Showquist. Great at the plate, rock solid at the hot corner of third base for Cannon Falls. She hit .371 this season, 426 on base percentage, 452 slugging percentage, 23 hits, 2 doubles, 1 home run, 5 RBIs, 18 runs scored, 913 fielding percentage. Like I said, at that hot corner, one of the tougher positions to play in the infield. Next team we have here, the Goodhue Wildcats. Goodhue Wildcats. Scott, hold on one sec. I got you, buddy. Huh, Scott? Check that out, baby. We're going to talk about Goodhue. We got to get the Wildcat hat on, huh? Fits like a glove. Love it. Just got to get those blenders like my guy, Scott. Anyway, Scott Christensen, first season at the helm. Goodhue finished 8th in the HVL, but played really well in sections and finished with 9 wins overall. They upset Kenyon Wanamingo in the 8 versus 9 seed game, 17-4 on the road. Then they played number 1 seed Bethlehem Academy, took them to extra innings, before losing 4-3. They dropped down to the blood round, send number 5 seed Lewiston Altura and number 3 seed Wabasha Kellogg packing before falling a little bit short against number 4 seed Southland. What an incredible run by these girls. You know, Goodhue has to run a gauntlet in the HVL conference, being the smallest school, a 1A school, but I don't hear them complain. They come to play and headed into playoffs. You could tell they were battle tested and showed they were absolutely one of the best teams in Section 1A, had several top teams against the ropes, beat another couple top seeds. Coach Scott and the girls got to be proud of what they accomplished. I know what in the HVL is very proud. Talk about the girls that are going to be on this all-with team. First up for Goodhue, one of the fastest girls in the entire conference, one half of the Goodhue band that everybody loves, baby, and I would play the song Thunderstruck if I could, but YouTube will block the video if you play anything AC/DC. We're talking about the first half, though, AC Aubrey Christensen, and we do have confirmation. I was going to tell you, we do have confirmation, just like the batting order. AC came first. She's the older twin for anybody that wants to give presents, in order. She's the older one. Aubrey played this season at shortstop, but also got some innings on the mound, and that girl can really wing it, let me tell you. The lefty was impressive, but at the plate, she led Goodhue, I believe, at least in 7 different offensive categories, at least at first glance. 419 batting average, 478 on base percentage, 1107 OPS, 26 hits, 6 doubles, 2 triples, 1 home run, 28 runs scored, 16 RBIs, 20 stolen bases, and that was in the regular season. I think we'll catch up with the final stats later in the show. I hate to preface, something or foreshadow what we're going to talk about, but she was incredible. For Coach Scott, he comes into his first season, gotta feel pretty good. Gotta feel pretty good to have 2 dynamite players sitting across the dinner table to build your program around. Gotta be strong up the middle, so they say. Gotta be strong up the middle. Pitcher, shortstop, second base, center field, and you need a great catcher. Yep, let me tell you who it is. Lola Christensen, baby. She was incredible behind the plate. She had 10 base runners she threw out for a 37% caught stealing. She also had 6 back picks. You can't get caught sleeping when Lola's behind the plate. That is just insane. 16 outs accounted for just with her cannon. Solid at the plate, too, hitting, too. 365 batting average, 420 on base percentage, 23 hits, 4 doubles, 1 home run, 12 RBIs, 21 runs scored, 20 of 21 for stolen bases, a 980 fielding percentage. Like I said, 10 out of 27 people caught stealing. The last Wildcat made her senior season a special one. Some impressive games. You know who I'm talking about. Emma Voth, baby, a repeat all-with player. 364 batting average, 435 on base percentage, 981 OPS. She had a 545 slugging. She had 20 hits, 4 doubles, 3 triples, 19 RBIs, 6 runs scored. And then on the mound, she was the workhorse for the Wildcats. 99 innings pitched, 6 wins, 107 strikeouts. I believe she went over 300 for her career, so congratulations. 3.38 ERA. Going to be sad to lose a mainstay like Voth in that Goodhue lineup. Kallstrom's going to be gone as well. The Goodhue Wildcats loved to watch. I was so excited to watch their run in section playoffs, and I appreciate Scott for kind of taking me along on the ride with the Wildcats. Next up, we got Kasson-Mantorville. Finished the season for the 2nd straight year as co-HVL champions, sharing with Byron in 2025. They finished their season 14-9, 7-1 in conference, falling just short in Section 1 3A. Emily Olson was dominant on both sides of the field, one of the best pitchers in the HVL and really in all of southeastern Minnesota, but her bat was one of the most consistent this year as well. She carried this team in 2025 as just a junior, so no surprise here. Our first all-with member for Kasson-Mantorville, Emily Olson, 556 batting average, a 607 on base percentage, an insane 1403 OPS, 30 hits including 11 doubles, 20 RBIs. She scored 21 runs, only struck out once in 61 plate appearances. On the mound, 65 innings pitched with a 6-3 record, 96 strikeouts, 1.62 ERA against, and a measly 181 batting average against. She had 21, 2, 3 innings. The only downside for the HVL is Emily Olson has 1 more year eligibility left. Not leaving yet. That's not a good sight for all hitters in the HVL. Next up for Kasson-Mantorville, strong third baseman. She won state in hockey, had a great year in softball. Kylie Meyer. She had a 333 batting average with a 432 on-base percentage, 21 hits, 7 doubles, 7 RBIs, and a team-leading 24 runs scored. She had 10 walks. That also led the team, an 878 fielding percentage over at the hot corner in 41 total chances. The third Kasson-Mantorville player that we'll be putting on the all-with team, a young girl. A lot of girls that, we could have had on there. I think this girl deserves it, though. Alex High had a 357 average. She was 20 for 56, a 446 on-base percentage, 2 doubles, 17 RBIs, which was good for second on the team. Scored 6 runs. She hit 406 with runners in scoring position, so she's got the clutch gene. She was also number 2 pitcher for the Komets, a 40 innings pitch, a 5-2 record, 42 strikeouts, a 2.5 ERA. Opposing hitters only batted .226 against Hyatt. You talk about Kasson-Mantorville, a lot of girls we could have mentioned. Like I said, I think Grunke and Farnsworth, they played well. Mann had a few big games. Many of these girls are returning, so, the Komets, the Bears, Cannon Falls, Byron, Cannon Falls, they're all going to be in the hunt for the HVL title. Kasson-Mantorville looking for a three-peat in 2026. Next up for the HVL, Lake City, all HVL team. All with team. It's even higher than the all HVL team. It's even higher all in the HVL team. For Lake City, they jumped from 2 wins in 2024 to 9 wins in 2025. They were winless in conference last season. Well, this year they finished 5th in the HVL with a 4-5 record. They tied with Byron with an HVL leading 8.1 runs per game at the plate. So they definitely could produce on that side of the ball. Turnaround is happening there in Lake City. A lot of great young talent as well. The first player for Lake City, lights out at the season this play, put together an unreal 2025 stat line. It's senior shortstop Kylie Mann. She hit 540 in terms of batting average, 34 hits, 8 doubles, 2 triples, 10 home runs, a 1206 slugging percentage, 618 on base percentage, 1825 OPS, which I believe led the HVL, 30 RBIs, 34 runs scored, 10 walks, and listen to this, 0 strikeouts, 0. Unbelievable. What a year for Mann. Next up, catcher Riley Theron. Alana Schmitz. Alana Schmitz is next. She showed she absolutely belongs in the upper tier of fab freshmen in the HVL. The pitcher and second baseman hit 443 this year, 500 on base percentage, and 1100 OPS, 31 hits, 6 doubles, 1 triple, 13 RBIs, 24 runs scored, 7 stolen bases. She also is great on the mound, 62 innings pitched, 46 strikeouts. The next player for Lake City, Madison Skifton. She had a 417 batting average, 1055 OPS, 20 hits, 1 double, 1 triple, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs, and 13 runs scored. The final player for Lake City, Riley Theron. I already gave you I let it slip before. I didn't go in order. Riley Theron, the catcher, had a solid season, 357 batting average, 25 hits, 6 doubles, 1 home run, 25 RBIs, 14 runs scored. So a major reason for all those runs scoring, those 4 girls, I'm telling you right there, offensive production at its finest. Next up, the Lourdes Eagles. They finished 9-14 overall, 1-8 against HVL opponents. They were scoring over 6 runs a game, but allowing just over 8 as well. Lourdes was saved by Grace this year. Actually, 2 of them. The first one, Grace Boyson. There she is. 470 batting average, 507 on base percentage, 31 hits, 5 doubles, 14 RBIs, 17 runs scored, 3 stolen bases. She had a 930 fielding percentage in 71 total chances. I said they were saved by 2 Graces. Well, Grace Carney's the other one, a 400 batting average, 440 on base percentage, 940 OPS, 28 hits, 4 doubles, 1 home run, 10 RBIs, 22 runs scored, and 6 stolen bases, fielding 880 percentage. Next up for the Lourdes Eagles, it's going to be third baseman senior Ali Restovich, a 394 batting average, 413 on base percentage, 662 slugging, 28 hits, 2 doubles, 4 triples, 3 home runs, 16 RBIs, 23 runs scored, 7 stolen bases. Probably one of the most impressive offensive players all around for the Lourdes Eagles. The last player for the Lourdes Eagles, one of our family friends, Reagan Rowley. What a fantastic year for the freshman. 339 batting average, 406 on base percentage, 21 hits, 8 doubles, which was number 1 on the team, 18 RBIs. I believe that was number 1 on the team, 6 runs scored. She also pitched 59 innings, 4 wins on the mound, 45 strikeouts. Great job there by those 4 girls, and congratulations on their all-WIS selection. Next up, Coach Kim Jones over there on the Island of the Pines. Pine Island went 7-13 overall, 3-8 against HVL opponents this season. Ended the regular season with big wins over Kenyon Wangamingo. Score was 11-1, and then Medford 11-0. They ended up falling to La Crescent in the opening round of Section 1 2A playoffs. Final score was 9-2. But let's get to the Panthers all-WIS selections here. The first one has got to be Kylie Passau, 356 batting average. That was good for number 1 on the team. 433 on base percentage, 21 hits, 2 doubles, 1 home run, 10 RBIs, 17 runs scored. She also had a 985 fielding percentage. Great senior season there by Passau. The next player for all with Jenna Sleisner, 310 batting average, 18 hits, 4 doubles, 1 home run, 18 RBIs, which led the Panthers, 958 fielding percentage at catcher. She's just a sophomore, I believe, so a couple more years for Coach Jones to rely on Jenna. The next player we got here, Maddie Skipstad, the freshman, 326 batting average, 404 on base percentage, 15 hits, 4 doubles, 12 runs scored, 6 RBIs, a bright spot for Kim Jones. You need players coming in the program contributing. Maddie was that girl. The last player for Pine Island is going to be Tegan Barnett, 279 batting average, but clutch with a 435 batting average with runners in scoring position, which included 10 for 23 in those situations. 19 hits was second on the team, 3 doubles, 11 RBIs, also good for second on the team. I do want to give a shout out to Jaden Volts, team leading 455 on base percentage, ridiculous 16 walks in 67 plate appearances. Also helped a ton out with her work on the mound, stepping up for the departed Caitlin Laram from 2024. Next up, my Stewartville Tigers, baby. Stewartville finished the regular season 14-4. All 4 of those losses by 1 run. They played a tough non-conference schedule with Caledonia, Chatfield, Century, Northfield, Dover-Eyota, to name a few. Byron probably has a case with Stewartville for toughest non-conference schedule in 2025. You know, iron sharpens iron. The pitching for Stewartville this year, superb, but it was the ability to score that caused problems. That Achilles heel came back to haunt the Tigers in sections as they went scoreless in their final 2 games, including a season-ending 2-0 loss to Winona, where the Windhawks only had 1 hit, but still got the win. So, Stewartville, nobody had a better season in the maroon and gold than Sydney Clark. In fact, the best season by an individual player in Coach Peterson's 4 years in charge. Sydney Clark, a 524 batting average, first player to hit over 500 in Coach Peterson's reign, where, you know, we're a little bit strict on the hits and the errors and all of that. Over 500, a legit 524, 563 on base percentage, 921 slugging, 531 batting average with runners in scoring position. She had 33 hits, 13 extra base hits, 7 doubles, 6 home runs, 31 RBIs, 10 runs scored. She had 11 multi-hit games. She was 4 for 4 with 5 RBIs against Zumbrota Mazeppa, 3 for 4 with a home run and 6 RBIs against Northfield in that win, 4 for 5 with 2 home runs, 2 doubles, and 7 RBIs against Red Wing in the regular season, and then pitching 83 innings pitched, 10-3 on the mound, 34 hits allowed, 9 earned runs, 173 strikeouts to only 23 walks. That's an 8-1 K to walk ratio. She had a 0.76 ERA, 122 batting average against, 39 1-2-3 innings for her, 5 complete game 1-hitters. So close to getting that no-hitter. I think she had 4 last year. 5 1-hitters this year, a couple of them broken up in the 6th inning, 12 double-digit strikeout games, 20 strikeouts against Pine Island, 19 strikeouts against Kasson-Mantorville, 17 strikeouts in the regular season against Red Wing. The next player here, my absolute favorite player in the entire HVL conference, and it's not even close. That would be Brooklyn Peterson. Last season, as an 8th grader, was asked to play out of position in left field, but had some clutch hits for us. This year, moved back home to shortstop as a freshman, played really well, I think. I give her credit. Subluxed her throwing shoulder against Zumbrota Mazeppa in the 3rd game of the season. Did a lot of rehab behind the scenes to still play every game this year. Had to tough it out for the team. Luckily, she's tough like her mom and not her dad. I would have been in the hospital or something. Often overshadowed by the superb season put together by Clark, Brooklyn actually became only the 3rd player in Coach Peterson's entire tenure to hit over 400 in a season. Elena Layton did it in 2023, and then you saw Clark did it this season. Those were the only 2 others. A 429 batting average, 493 on base percentage, 635 slugging percentage, 455 batting average with runners in scoring position. All of those were good for second on the team. She had 27 hits this season, 10 extra base hits, 7 doubles, which was a tie for first, 3 triples, which led the team, 21 runs scored as the 3-hitter led the team, 10 RBIs, 9 multi-hit games, 3 3-hit games, scored in 14 of our games. Her fielding percentage, 1,032 total chances. Just because our pitching has so many strikeouts, she doesn't get a ton of total chances. But in those 32, a perfect 32 for 32. The third Tiger on the all-with team is senior catcher Kaylee Lehrman. People don't realize how important Lehrman was the last 2 seasons for the Tigers' success. Catching Clark and Eckerman is not easy, and Kaylee was top-notch. She also worked really hard in the offseason with her hitting, and boy did it pay off. A .324 batting average, .410 on-base percentage, 22 hits, 6 doubles, 16 runs scored, which was good for second on the team, 7 RBIs. Ended the season on a 9-game hit streak. She had 6 multi-hit games, fielding 1,000% in 261 total chances, caught all 124 innings for us, only 7 pass balls in 21 games, threw out 8 of 20 base runners, 40% throwout rate, 3 for 3 throwing out runners against Century. You thought they would have learned. They didn't. Kept putting Panthers down, the human eraser. I also want to say, on a personal note for Kaylee Lehrman, after the tough loss to end our season in playoffs, we actually got to play that game at home in Stewartville. I really appreciated Kaylee taking the time to come over and give me a big hug and say thank you for all the support over the years. The only one that wasn't my daughter to do that, and a part of me believes that she probably understands how much our family sacrifices for this softball program, not just in season, but over the course of the year. So to have a girl show that gratitude means a great deal, and also shows what kind of person that Kaylee Lehrman is. That comes from the top, though. When you have kids like that, it comes from the top, which brings me to my next point. Not only are we going to miss Kaylee next year, but the Lehrman family leaving softball, the softball program will be a monumental loss. The support from not only Tony and Jenna, but one of the biggest softball fans out there in Tiger Nation, Owen, and then you got Jace over there. They have been so huge for the culture that Crystal has attempted to build in this program. Attitude, effort, be a great teammate. You know, where above all else, we want good people that treat each other with respect and kindness. Be happy for other people's success. That is the Lehrmans. Good programs need good families to support the vision of the head coach, and we couldn't have asked for better people than the Lehrmans. So I did want to say thank you to their entire family on behalf of our family. It meant a great deal to us. I'm going to get rolling so that I don't start getting emotional. Last Stewartville player on the all-with team is softball silent assassin, baby, Addie Eckerman. The softball assassin strikes again. Softball silent assassin strikes again. You feel for Addie, because do you know how many teams in Minnesota would have loved to have Addie Eckerman as their pitcher? And we just happen to have 2 of the top pitchers around at the same school. So, but what I love most about Addie Eckerman is her demeanor on the mound, at first base, in the box. You know, no matter the ups and downs that happen in a game, whether she's striking out 17 batters or she maybe sees a teammate commit an error or whatever, she stays exactly the same. Talk about 2 totally different ends of the spectrum with energy on the mound with our aces. Klar is as intense as they come. Eckerman with a sense of calm that you usually only see when somebody's taking a nap, and it works for each of them, which is so classic. Just loved watching her pitch over the last 2 seasons, the tall lefty for Stewartville. This season, 44 innings pitched, a 5-1 record, 23 hits allowed, an ERA of 1.14, 150 batting average against. 20 times she had a 1-2-3 inning batting average with runners in scoring position. It seemed like she locked in when there were girls on second and third, like locked in. Batting average against in those situations, .091. The silent assassin just kept shutting people down. She had 6 double-digit strikeout games, never less than 8 strikeouts in a game. 1 hitters against Red Wing and Faribault, 12 hits in the box offensively. She had 12 hits, 11 RBIs, and 7 runs scored. Before I move on, I do want to also say, I think I touched on this a different episode, but I would hate myself if I didn't bring it up. But I talked about Kaylee Lehrman. Kaylee Lehrman, Addie Eckerman, great players, absolutely no question about it. Amazing, amazing players. We were lucky to have them wearing our uniform and being such a big part of the program. But in addition to that, we will remember those 2 girls for being so supportive and being so friendly to Brooklyn as an 8th grader last year, and even as a freshman this year, obviously continued along. I talk about the easiest players to cheer for are the ones that are good kids too. Kaylee and Addie fit that mold, and I appreciate the heck out of them, so I did want to bring that up. Last but not least, our adopted team of the HVL this season. Dover-Eyota, did you think you were getting out of all without having a little bit of publicity sent your way? I don't think so. The Eagles finished 15-6 overall with an 11-3 record against Three Rivers Conference opponents. Had a 7-game win streak late in the season with big wins over Caledonia and Chatfield. Let's get to their all-with selections. These are out of Dover-Eyota. Number 1, one of our favorite players. Amazing AF, baby. Amazing AF. It's Aubrey Foster, 130 133 innings pitched, 15 and 5 on the mound, 100 strikeouts, 2.31 ERA, a 276 batting average against. In the box, the lefty. Love watching her hit. Just so smooth. She had that walk-off 3-run double against Zimbrota Mazeppa. Just a clutch hitter. 338 batting average, 440 on base percentage, which was good for second on the team. 24 hits, 6 doubles, 1 triple, 25 RBIs. That was good for number 1 on the team. 12 runs scored, 12 walks. Got a good eye there. Got a good eye, those Fosters, especially Wendy picking out Chad. He good eye. Whoa, got to marry that guy. He's a stud. 12 walks for Aubrey Foster. That was number 1 on the team. 5 for 5 in stolen bases. And again, I remind you, she stepped up for this team, did what she had to do, pitching on the mound. You guys forget she's such a good outfielder. I can't wait to watch her this summer roam the outfield. I mean, obviously going to be fun to watch her on the mound. 15 and 5 for Dover-Eyota. Let's bring some of those wins to BSE Nation this year, right? But in the outfield, just as good. So she's versatile. Every coach loves a versatile player. Aubrey Foster is versatile AF. AF, Aubrey Foster, baby. Next up, you got Olivia Bannett. Her bat was so hot, the league wants to ban it. Unbelievable. 405 batting average this year. That was good for number 1 on the team. 448 on base percentage. 32 hits. Both of those were good to lead the team. 6 doubles. 22 RBIs. Good for number 2 on the team. 23 runs scored. That led the Eagles. 7 stolen bases. What a fantastic year. I believe Olivia Bannett's only a sophomore too, so the best is yet to come. Next up for the Eagles, I love offense. I love defense. And this girl brings you both. Miranda Palmy, a 311 batting average, 403 on base percentage, 19 hits, 5 doubles, 1 home run. She had 13 RBIs, 13 runs scored, 11 walks to only 2 strikeouts in 77 plate appearances. She had 4 sacrifice flies. That was good for number 1 on the team. She also caught 130 innings behind the plate, only 1 pass ball, threw out 6 of 13 base runners. That's a 46% clip. That might lead all catchers in this area. She also had 8 back picks. That's unbelievable. 976 fielding percentage and 125 total chances. Love good hitters, but solid catchers with great defense. That's got a soft spot in my heart as well. Miranda Palmy, another player for our all-with team. The last player for the Eagles is one of my favorites. Make her walk the plank, Margie. Got the cannon over there at third base, the hot corner. You know who I'm talking about. Nora Hansen. She hit 368, which was 3rd on the team this year for batting average. 403 on base percentage, 25 hits, 5 doubles, 1 triple. Adam, don't tell me she doesn't have wheels. 5 doubles and 1 triple. She got wheels. 17 RBIs. That was good for 3rd on the team. 16 runs scored. Dover-Eyota, plenty of other girls we could have highlighted. Howlett, Jaden Erkey had a great season. Addie Hansen at second base. What a season by the Eagles. Also probably the most supportive team of the show, What in the HVL. So I want to say thank you to them. Happy to have them as an adopted family member in 2025. Now on to the second part of our show here. You got to meet the outstanding players making the all-with team in 2025, but we also have some awards to hand out, baby. The 2025 What in the HVL awards. Hopefully when you see these numbers, you're going to say, what in the HVL? How in the HVL did they accumulate all these awards? Incredible. First up, we have HVL's, What in the HVL's Most Wanted. These ladies, cops are looking for them for the number of bases they stole. These ladies, just theft. Theft is the crime they have. That's what I'm going to say. Nobody has stolen more bases than these 2 ladies, baby. ACLC out of Goodhue with queens of the base pass, 2 of the fastest girl in the conference, and they use that speed effectively once again in 2025. Just look at these numbers the Christensen girls put together. It's just video game numbers on the base pass. They had 53 combined stolen bases. 53. So most teams don't even have 53. These 2 girls had 53. And then how about this? 67 runs scored for these 2. Just put them 1 and 2 in the order which Coach Scott did and let them just wreak havoc on the base paths. Just insane. You can't let these girls get on base or they will make you pay big time. Our 2025 with Most Wanted for all the theft they've been doing in this year. Lola and Aubrey Christensen from the Goodhue Wildcats. Next up, pitching staff of the year, the most valuable position probably on the field for softball. If you have good pitching, you can compete, and it's no surprise that the pitching staffs we have on here are all from the top teams in the HVL. Here are the nominees. First out of Byron, Tally Behrens and Max Steele, the lefty and righty combo. They've led Byron to the first state champion or state tournament appearance in program history. Then in Cannon Falls, you got Emma Templin and Allie Pagel. Phenomenal pitchers. You got the junior and freshman, so we'll see them both next year helped Cannon Falls finish runner-up in the HVL and 17 wins on the season. Then you got Kasson-Mantorville. They got a trio over there. Obviously, Emily Olsen was the workhorse, but you got Cara Farnsworth and the youngster Alex Hyatt as well. And then you got the Stewartville Tigers with Addie Eckerman and Sydney Clark, which were fantastic this season. The strength of that Tiger lineup. Your pitching staff of the year for what in the HVL in 2025 is going to be the Stewartville pitching staff. And if you see these numbers and you watch them pitch, there's no argument here, no bias, no favoritism. Look at what these girls did. Softball silent assassin Addie Eckerman, one of the most intense pitchers that you'll see on the mound, Sydney Clark. Innings pitch 141, which was 21 total games. I put the 21 total games in there because I want you to see how many strikeouts and how few hits that they've given up. Hits, 64 hits, which is like 3 a game. They had 7 one-hitters between the two of them, either solo or combined in games. 7. A third of the games they allowed 1 hit. That's incredible. They had 274 strikeouts in 141 innings pitched. That's almost 2 strikeouts per inning. ERA 0.85. They had 10 shutouts. Unbelievable. And then batting average against 132. 132 batting average, that'll get you kicked off most teams. These girls were outstanding. Addie Eckerman, Sydney Clark, congratulations, as they are the pitching staff of the year over there in Tiger Nation. Next up, comeback players of the year. I don't know if you guys know this about me or not, but my previous career was in sports medicine. Speaking of which, I saw one of the Cannon Falls girls. Was it Chloe Showquist, I think? I think it was Chloe Showquist. She's going to UW La Crosse. So my current career is in ultrasound. Chloe Showquist, I think, is going to UW La Crosse, which was my undergrad. Best college in America. And then she wants to be in ultrasound. I was like, girl after my own heart. And then I think it was it Avery Rustad or one of the other Cannon Falls? Maybe it was Anna Ritz. Wants to be an air traffic controller, which is something in high school and college that I kind of want to do. Still would do it if they allowed me. Just too old to go to school. You have to be like, I think you have to be under 27 or something to go to school for that. And I'm over that, obviously. But anyway, I digress. But my previous career was in sports medicine. I was an athletic trainer years ago. So this award is one that's really special to me personally because I've been right there with the athletes who have had to make a comeback after a significant injury. The amount of time, the effort, the pain that an athlete has to go through trying to regain their pre-injury form is something that you don't see in the box scores or the newspapers. But I do want to highlight it here because these girls deserve a little tip of the cap for not only working their way back to play, but then playing so well, you have to recognize them for their outstanding season, and hopefully they feel that all their hard work that they put in was well worth it coming back. Your 2025 with Comeback Players of the Year.
We'll be singing when we're winning. We'll be singing. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down.
It's in the night away. It's in the night away.
He drinks a whiskey drink, he drinks a vodka drink, he drinks a
congratulations there to Reagan Rowley of Rochester Lourdes and Avery Roostad of Cannon Falls. Rowley injured her knee in a softball game last season, tore ACL. We missed her big time in summer ball because of that, but she worked her way back to being Lourdes' best pitcher, in my opinion, and her bat was electric this season. Speaking of electric bats, how about Roostad? She was hitting the shit out of the ball in 2025. That was after 4 knee surgeries, 18 months off. Still probably not feeling 100%, but great to see her be able to finish off her softball career on her own terms. The big 3-run home run in the 7th that you saw in the highlights to win the game with 2 outs. So just not just big hits, but clutch ones. Congratulations to Reagan and Avery. And I was personally happy to see them get back on the field after all they've been through. Also, a big shout out to their parents and the healthcare workers that helped them get back to the playing shape that they're in. I know that's a lot on a family, both financially and personally. So big shout out to not only the 2 girls, but their families, their friends, their teammates, their coaching staff. I'm sure they have a huge support system. So big tip of the cap, everybody that supported these 2 ladies in their comeback. They well-deserved comeback players of the year. Next up, with Breakthrough Players of the Year. Last season, I had some nominees, and then Maya Mengi of Cannon Falls would win this award as just an 8th grader with her incredible season. This year, I have the nominees, but in the interest of full disclosure, no matter how hard I tried, I just couldn't remove my personal bias in picking a winner. And then also out of respect for several friends of ours that are on the list of nominees, I thought this year we could just recognize all the girls collectively as Breakthrough Players of the Year, kind of as a group, the future of the Hiawatha Valley League in the sport of softball. All of these ladies, just freshmen, making a big impact on the varsity squad. Here are your five of them, 5 Breakthrough Players of the Year for What in the HVL.
Look, if you had one shot or one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment, would you capture it? Or just let it slip? Yo. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud, he opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking how? Everybody's choking now. The clock's run out, time's up, over, plow. Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes rabbit. He choke. He's so mad, but he won't give up. Daddies, he know he won't have it. He knows his whole back's to these ropes. It don't matter. He's dope. He knows that, but he's broke. He's so stagnant. He knows when he goes back to this mobile home, that's when it's back to the lab again, yo. This old rhapsody better go capture this moment and hope it don't do it. Lose itself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better. The soul's escaping through this hole that is gaping. This world is mine for the taking. Make me king as we move toward a new world order. A normal life is boring, but superstardom's close to postmortem. It only grows harder, homie grows hotter. He blows, it's all over. These fools is all on him. Coast to coast shows, he's known as the Globetrotter. Lonely roads, God only knows he's grown farther from home. He's no father. He goes home and barely knows his own daughter. But hold your nose, cause here goes the cold water. These don't want him no more. He's cold product. They moved on to the next mo who flows. He knows dove and sold nada. And so the soap opera is told. It unfolds. I suppose it's old partner, but the beat goes on. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better. No more games. I'ma change what you call rage. Tear this roof off like 2 dogs' cage. I was playing in the beginning, the mood all changed. I've been chewed up and spit out and booed off stage, but I kept rhyming and stepped right in the next cipher. Best believe somebody's paying the Pied Piper. All the pain inside amplified by the fact that I can't get by with my 9 to 5, and I can't provide the right type of life for my family. Cause man, these damn food stamps don't buy diapers, and there's no movie, there's no Mackay Pfeiffer. This is my life, and these times are so hard, and it's getting even harder trying to feed and water my seed. Plus, see this order caught up between being a father and a prima donna. Baby mama drama screaming on her, too much for me to wanna stay in one spot. Another damn monotony's gotten me to the point I'm like a snail. I've got to formulate a plot or end up in jail or shot. Success is my only option. Failure's not. Mama love you, but this trailer's got to go. I cannot grow old in Salem's lot. So here I go, it's my shot. Feet fail me not. This may be the only opportunity that I got. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better. You can do anything you set your mind to, man.
Congratulations to these 5 ladies for making their mark so early in their softball careers already. When they perform this well, it's so easy to forget that they're just 15-year-old freshmen out there competing against some of the best. Some of them were out there last year as middle schoolers. Just impressive talents on the field, and it's going to be fun to watch them develop over the next 3 years. So congratulations to these 5 ladies. Next up, Defensive Players of the Year for What in the HVL. A lot of girls that I saw this year that were impressive in the field, and I am a sucker for really solid, fundamentally sound play in the field. I love good footwork. I love high Q defensive plays. Sometimes as much as like big hits in games, those ground balls or diving catches or whatever it is. I almost equate it to like volleyball. Sometimes for me, a big block gets you out of your seat just a little bit faster than a huge spike. And I personally am that way with defense in softball. Before I run down the winners video, I should also say that I have a huge soft spot for catchers, as that's the position I played when I grew up. I took so much pride in, working on my craft. So with that being said, here are your 2025 with Defensive Players of the Year.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. The pick your me click. What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. Turn this thing on out. Now let me see everybody do this. Hey, let's go. Snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, then rock with it. Do it, go drop with it. Do a step with it. Straight from the back, posted in the act. About to hit the club, we've been mobbing all day. Drinking on some rust, dying on patrol. VIP stats, strapped with my chrome. Look around the club, what do I say? Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snapping their fingers, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves, that's the new move. Nigga, where I'm from, we like to go dumb. I'm soaking up the game, I'm seeing how it's done. I ain't shorty what they call it. She said the pool palace, straight from Bankhead. I said you're good at it. What you do, you and your crew. They even got players and thugs doing it too. The more that I drink, the more it's looking smooth. It's nothing to a boss. I can do the shit too.
Snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Hey, let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself.
Congratulations to Maya Mengi of Cannon Falls and Kaylee Lehrman of Stewartville. I know the videos show a lot of throwouts, and those are always electric to experience when your team can cut down a runner like that, you know, swing the momentum in your favor. But I picked these two girls for additional qualities that they bring on the field. I believe Maya Mengi, in my opinion, is the best framer of pitches that I've seen in quite some time. Her ability to just sway her body and push a pitch back into the zone on the corners is impressive. Very smooth, almost effortless. You can tell that she puts a lot of time in that. She just, I mean, it's automatic with her. I also think that Maya is probably one of the best blockers in terms of pitches in the dirt that we have in the conference. Just not only keeping the ball in front of her, but keeping it all around the plate. It's not like it ricochets off towards the on-deck circle. It's all in front of her. I could go on and on for days, but the last thing I'll say about what I appreciate about Maya is her willingness to run down the first baseline to back up a throw off an infield grounder. Just spectacular to see. I think now that I also remembered, I think there's a video that you saw. The last thing I want to point out, like I said, I could go on for days about what I appreciate about Maya Mengi, but you saw in the video, she picks up the bat, hands it to the opposing player. Sometimes what people may think are the little things actually turn out to be big things, and I appreciate that about catchers and about Maya. Shows a great sense of sportsmanship, and like I said, great people are the easiest ones to cheer for. Speaking of which, the other winner, Kaylee Lehrman. She was a human eraser this season, cutting down runners at a 40% clip, but it's much more than that. You saw that Stewartville won pitching staff of the year, but did you know that Kaylee Lehrman was in charge of calling the pitches for those games? So her mind, the way she worked batters, and obviously had some nice pitchers to create magic with, but mixing up pitches, mixing up locations, sticking with gas when the batters were behind. You know the numbers. 274 strikeouts in 141 innings. ERA 0.85. Batting average against 132. Kaylee Lehrman was the conductor of that freight train. And let me tell you, I have thrown on the gear to at least catch Addie Eckerman, and I imagine that Sydney Clark is no easier. Catching these two flamethrowers is tough, and Kaylee ran out there every single inning of every single game and was a constant presence on the field for a team that won 32 games over the last 2 seasons with her behind the plate. Because she was our only catcher, her toughness, her availability through the last couple years has been probably one of the most valuable pieces to Stewartville's success. Her catching thumb may never be the same. I just want to say we appreciate the heck out of her sacrifice behind the dish. I know she got beat up a lot of times. She stayed back there and kept toughing it out. But we appreciate the heck out of Kaylee Lehrman for doing what she did for the Stewartville Tigers. Your 2 defensive players of the year, Maya Mengi of Cannon Falls and Kaylee Lehrman of Stewartville. Next up, Offensive Player of the Year. A lot of possibilities in this one. We had some hot bats in the HVL this season. You heard the stats before with the all-with team. Tally Barons and Cadence First out of Byron. Emily Olsen of Kasson-Mantorville. Sydney Clark of Stewartville. Maya Mengi of Cannon Falls. All around her above that 500 hitting mark with tons of home runs, RBIs. You saw the run production of the Christensen twins. I mean, not a wrong answer, but I had to give it to just one person here.
How you
Congratulations to Kylie Mann of Lake City. The senior shortstop just went out of her mind this year in the batter's box and against some of the toughest pitchers in the HVL too. When you consider a 540 batting average, 34 hits, 20 extra base hits, including 10 home runs, 1206 slugging, 30 RBIs, 34 runs scored, never struck out, 10 walks. Just big part of Lake City's turnaround in 2025. Recently named second team All-State for Class 2A. Congratulations on that award as well. Your 2025 with Offensive Player of the Year, Kylie Mann. The last award to hand out here with Player of the Year. So many options. Too many options to list. I could have done an entire episode just on this category, but we have a conference loaded with talent, hardworking ladies. Great to see all the success happen for these girls that put so much work into the sport of softball. But I have to narrow it down. I can only have so many nominees. It's going to just take too long, so we'll go to the top nominees. You've already heard it. Maya Mengi, catcher for Cannon Falls. This freshman continues to build her incredible resume and still has 3 years of high school to go. Not only one of the best defensive players this year with her play behind the plate, but one of the scariest hitters we have in the entire conference. 480 batting average, 618 on base percentage, 24 hits, 7 extra base hits, 11 RBIs, 20 runs scored, 16 walks, many of those intentional. She hasn't got as many chances to swing the bat as others because that's how scary she is at the plate. And I hope I didn't contribute to any of those intentional walks, boasting about how incredible this girl is at the plate. But I have to tell the truth on the show, so I apologize if there were some ramifications. 14 stolen bases, caught every inning for Cannon Falls. I cannot wait to buy a Maya Mengi jersey when she signs with some big D1 college. Maybe a Mengi Gopher jersey. That'd be nice. Mengi Gopher jersey. How cool would that be? And then I've asked already, and I think I got confirmation that she would sign it for me. She would sign it. Can't wait to see what colors I'll be wearing in a couple years. She's that good. One of our with Defensive Players years, Maya Mengi. Also, honorable mention All-State, so congratulations to the freshman, Maya Mengi out of Cannon Falls. Next up, Emily Olson, the impressive pitcher from Kasson-Mantorville. Every time Olson stepped on the mound, she gave the Komets a chance to win, and they did just that. Back-to-back HVL Conference Championships, and Olson on the mound has been a major reason for that success. 96 strikeouts this year in 65 innings, a 1.62 ERA, 181 batting average against, and as good as she was in the circle, she may have been even more impressive at the plate. A 556 batting average with a 1403 OPS. She had 30 hits, 11 of those doubles, and went over 20 in runs and RBIs. That's Emily Olson of Kasson-Mantorville. Out of Byron, All Day K, the sensational sophomore shortstop, Cadence Furstead, one of the sweetest swinging left-handers you'll ever see. Hit .508 this season, a 770 slugging percentage. She was 31 of 61, 11 extra base hits, 6 doubles, 5 triples, tied for the team lead in RBIs with 21, led the team in runs scored with 22, also stole 9 bases in 9 attempts. The lone nominee from Tiger Nation, the reigning What in the HVL Player of the Year from 2024, pitcher Sydney Clark. Clark, congratulations to her, just named second team All-State for Class 3A. She led Stewartville in a number of offensive categories. 524 batting average, 563 on base percentage, 921 slugging percentage, 33 hits, 6 home runs, 31 RBIs. She also had 7 doubles and scored 10 runs, which is a little light because she gets the courtesy runner being the pitcher. So, Clark isn't credited for those runs scored, so she would have easily been probably closer to 20 runs scored. Didn't think she could get much better on the mound than last year? I stand corrected. 83 innings pitched, a 10-3 regular season record, only allowed 34 hits all year, an ERA of 0.76 with hitters batting 122 against her. In 83 innings, she had 173 strikeouts to only 23 walks. Like I said, 8-1 strikeout to walk ratio. Strikeout games of 2019 and 17, just incredible. Next up, we talked about this last player in the previous segment, the With Offensive Player of the Year. Second team All-State for Class 2A, Kylie Mann out of Lake City. You just heard the numbers. 540 batting average, 20 extra base hits, 10 bombs, 30 RBIs, 34 runs scored. Man, oh man, was Kylie stellar in her senior season. The second Byron player out of the Bears Den, junior left-hand pitcher Tally Behrens, who on both sides of the ball helped lead the Bears to their first ever state tournament appearance in program history. She was solid on the mound, 8-3 record with 90 strikeouts in 72 innings, a 1.95 ERA. Opponents only hit 171 against her. We know she's one of the top pitchers in the area, but really she made a run at Kylie Mann for Offensive Player of the Year this season. A 492 batting average, 565 on base percentage, over 1,000 slugging, 16 extra base hits out of the 29 that she had, 8 home runs, 5 doubles, 3 triples, had 21 RBIs, 20 runs scored, 7 bases were stolen by Tally Behrens. The last one, last but not least for With Player of the Year, out of Goodhue, shortstop and pitcher Aubrey Christensen, led the team in most offensive categories, 419 batting average, .478 on base percentage. She had 26 hits, 6 doubles, 2 triples, and 1 bomb that landed her at Dairy Queen with her dad, if I'm not mistaken. By the time section playoffs were done, she had scored a ridiculous 38 runs and stole 28 bases. Both of those number 1 in the HVL conference. Also had 18 RBIs as the leadoff hitter for the Wildcats. Those are the nominees, but who is your winner this year in 2025?
El que quiera perder su tiempo que me aconseje. Que estoy en romo pero feo, feo. Y hoy hay que darme banda. Dame la boca que andamos en jangueo y cojo ruta. Que viva el teteo, el desacato. Vivete la vida y disfruta. Party in Ipanema, baby. I wanna party, I want a samba. I wanna party, I want a samba. I wanna party and live my life, I wanna party and fly. I'm a fly just like a bird. But you are a bird. Oh yeah, you're right, so let me fly just like a rocket. Okay. Fly so high where I need to come down for oxygen. Hey. Cause once we started, baby, ain't no stopping in. Hey. Cause I just wanna live my life and party. Hey. All I want is to be free and rock my body. Okay. And I'm around the world and I wanna live my life in Rio. There's a Rio realize. I wanna party, I wanna samba, I wanna party and fly. I'm that samba master. Push out sound from my ghetto blaster. You dance fast, but I dance faster. You too slow, you need to catch up. You can dance and dance. I wanna party, I wanna samba, I wanna party, I wanna samba, I wanna party and live my life. I wanna party and fly. Hey, 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 hey.
La ya la ya la ya la ya. La ya la ya la ya la ya la ya.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey.
Congratulations to Sydney Clark. I just don't think you can do what she did offensively and defensively with pitching and hitting and not be considered the top player in the HVL this season. 0.76 ERA with 173 strikeouts in 83 innings. Hit .524 with 31 RBIs. Just completely dominated in her junior season. Second team All-State. I would have voted her first team, but I don't get a vote. But that's what I got. Oh, that must be all I have for you. What a fantastic episode that was. I mean, anybody else think that was a fan? Can I get a high five? Can I get a high? Is anybody there? Is anybody there? Hey, there she is. I gotta reach up and gotta get that high five, Kaylee. Thanks, girl. Huh? Always supporting with. Appreciate you, girl. Appreciate you. Unbelievable. What a time to be alive. What a time. Hey, we've reached the last slide. It looks like. Hey, we made it. You made it. Putting up with me for 11 episodes in season 2. Are you kidding? You should get an all with award. Incredible. You guys earned all What in the HVL Fans of the Year. All of you. All of you take home an award, which you don't get anything, not even a printed off certificate. But either way, when I think about this show, I know when I started this show, the very first episode in season 1, I said one of the reasons that I wanted to shine a spotlight on these ladies is because they participate in a sport that's predicated on failure. More often than not in softball, you will fail more than you succeed. And even the best of the best, it's going to be a coin flip. And to still commit to working at it and playing a sport where you know failure will inevitably happen, I just have so much admiration for these players that continue to go out there and compete and put on a show for all of us that love watching the sport. The last thing I want to say is that for the last 2 years, many of you have contributed your most valuable resource to this show. Your most valuable resource. It isn't your money. It isn't the information or photos or videos you sent. Your most valuable resource you committed to this program was your time. Time that you'll never get back. And I just hope you feel like it was time well spent. I want to say that I appreciate the heck out of all of you out there who have followed along, have supported the show. I want to say best of luck to those seniors that are graduating, moving on to the next phase of their life. Also want to wish the best to the underclassmen heading into the summer ball. Hopefully I'll get to watch some of you at, if we're at similar tournament venues, over the next couple of months. Always love to support the HVL girls. But for me, I think that's all I have for you. Stay tuned after we sign off here because we have a special video that many of you, like I said, sent videos, sent photos, helped me out that we were able to put together for the girls, just like we did at the end of season 1. It's our final video for season 2, and I hope you enjoyed it. It was fun to kind of look back on all the memories, and hopefully I picked the right songs for you guys. And I hope you enjoy it as much as I did this season. But anyway, thanks for tuning in to the season 2 finale of What in the HVL. I'm Adam Peterson, and if I can leave you with my favorite saying, I always tell my 2 daughters that it's this: remember that you're never wrong to do the right thing. Take care, everybody.
hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my songs, but they learn to swim. Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Head in a bottle, put my heart in a case. Head's getting harder to act my age. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his sins. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. Love keeps knocking, but I just stay home. I ain't picking no flowers for the seeds that I'm sown. They say it gets darker when you're coming on door. Still looking for the right at the end of my wrongs. At the end of my wrongs, I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. It's a little good news. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. All I really need is a little. Something bring me back to the middle. All I really need is a little good news.